The shape song number 1 is a wonderfully fun song that explores the shapes of a circle, diamond, square, and heart. There's a built-in game within the words and music of the song that encourages students to find the different shapes. So it's great for not only learning the names of the shapes, but also for practicing finding and identifying shapes. You can simply play the song and let the shapes practice begin. Stay tuned until after the song to learn some fun activities you can do with the shape song number 1. Now let's get started. A circle, can you make a circle? A circle, can you make a circle? A circle, can you find a circle? A circle, can you find a circle? Can you find a circle? Ready? Go! Find a circle. There's one. There's one. A circle. Let's make a diamond. Can you make a diamond? Here we go. A diamond, can you make a diamond? A diamond, can you make a diamond? A diamond, can you find a diamond? A diamond, can you find a diamond? Can you find a diamond? Ready? Go! Find a diamond! There's a diamond! There's one! Ooh, another one! What should we make next? How about a square? A square, can you make a square? A square, can you make a square? A square, can you find a square? A square, can you find a square? Can you find a square? Ready? Go! Find a square! There's one! Another one! A square! Lots of squares. Okay, we have time for one more. Let's make a heart. A heart, can you make a heart? A heart, can you make a heart? A heart, can you find a heart? A heart, can you find a heart? Can you find a heart? Ready? Go! Find a heart! There's one! A heart! A circle, a diamond, a square and a heart. A circle, a diamond, square and a heart. A circle, a diamond, a square and a heart. A circle, a diamond, a square and a heart. That was the shape song number 1. If your students are learning the names of the shapes for the first time, introduce them before you sing the song. You can use shape flashcards or simply draw them on the board. When drawing a shape on the board, be sure to show the finished shape but it's also helpful to show how the shape is drawn. Make the shape on the board as your students watch and go slowly as you make each line. You can even count the lines as you make each shape so they learn that a square has 4 sides, for example. Once your students are familiar with the shapes in the song, the shapes fun can begin. To play the game, simply press play and listen to the song. Each verse encourages students to make the shape. You can have them draw the shape on a piece of paper, pretend to draw the shape using their finger in the air, or have them make the shapes with their hands, like this: circle, diamond, square, heart. Then there's a musical break where students are encouraged to go and find that shape somewhere in the room. You can have your students move about the room to find the shapes, or they can point to a picture of the shape on the board. Or maybe they can search through a sensory bin with cutout shapes to find their shape. You can also watch the music video for this song and look for shapes in the video. For a great activity to practice identifying and making the shapes, give your students a shapes template, like this one from Super Simple. You can easily make one yourself by drawing an outline of the shapes you want to practice. There are lots of different ways you can effectively use a template like this. Have your students trace the outline of the shapes or color them in. You can use dough or pipe cleaners to make the shapes and place them on top of the template. Or you can use the template as a scavenger hunt list and have your students find one of each of the shapes in the room or in a shapes sensory bin. Try playing Shapes Bingo for a fun game with shapes recognition. You can use these game boards from Super Simple or make your own. Simply make a grid of squares and fill them with the different shapes you're learning. You can make shape cards for your students to place onto the squares so the board is different each time you play. Then the teacher can draw different shapes from the game one at a time on the board. If a student has that shape on their bingo card, they can cover it up. You can play until someone has a bingo. Either they've marked a line or their whole board is covered. You can also use shapes to play a matching memory game. You can use the same shape cards from the bingo game. Mix them up and place them face down on the floor or on the board. Have a student pick 2 cards to flip over. As they flip over each card, have them identify the shape they found. If the 2 shapes are a match, they can keep the cards and get a point. If the 2 shapes are not a match, they get turned back over and another student gets a turn to try and make a match. For more shapes practice, use the shape song number 2 that explores more shapes. In the second version, we sing about a triangle, rectangle, oval, and star. We hope you enjoyed the shape song number 1. Keep on singing, learning, and having fun. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out supersimple.com for more songs and resources. If you have ideas for how to use this song in the classroom or at home, let us know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe for more teaching tips.